Good morning, my friends. We are going to switch our units to now having a ball. So use a ball if you can, anything circular, anything that you can. We're doing rolling, so if you really don't have a ball at home, you could use a pair of socks. You could use a soda bottle. And so first they're gonna start by rolling on the ground to a partner or to a wall so that it comes back, okay? So I'm gonna sit on the ground. Hopefully you can see me. And you are just going to roll it back and forth. So this just gets them ready and understanding that rolling happens on the ground. So remember, every time that you do a new skill, you can pause the video and then practice 10, 20 times. Then I can move to my knees. And again, I want to keep it on the floor. I want to point towards my target. So if this is super easy, you can go further away from the wall. You can go closer to the wall if it's difficult. You can set up a target, maybe a soda bottle, a water bottle. I use a cone, anything, a box that's not going to get broken from it. Then they can stand up and they can kind of do a granny one. Remember that they're going to want to squat so that they don't really hurt their lower back. And they want to get low to the ground. So now you're standing rolling towards your wall or your target. The last one you're going to do is bowling. So when you bowl, you're going to hold the ball with your hand that you write with. That's called your dominant hand. You're going to step forward, kind of like we did with beanbag toss. You're going to get low, and then you're going to let go and roll it. Sometimes this can be tricky because K1, 2, your hands are a little bit smaller, right? So you might have to use that other hand to kind of stabilize the ball, but focus on using your dominant hand mostly. And again, you always want to be even on both sides. So even though it's trickier, if you think that later on in life you might want to be some kind of an athlete, being strong on both sides and being coordinated on both sides just helps build the brain and is a triple threat later on. So you can also challenge yourself by stepping with the dominant leg, the non-dominant arm, stabilizing it, and rolling it. And then if you do have a friend or a sibling at home, you could roll the ball back and forth to each other. You could have somebody straddle and try to roll the ball through the other person's legs. If they are making it back and forth, you can kind of extend the distance from them. So I hope you have fun. Next time we'll do a ball activity, maybe a beach ball, balloon, something like that at home. All right, miss you guys.